Hey guys, today I want to talk about using meditation to improve your emotional control in critical interpersonal situations. So, whether that's with business partners, whether that's with sales calls, whether that's with personal relationships, or even cold approaches, using meditation can have a really profound effect because it can really improve your control of the situation. It can drastically reduce your anxiety levels, and even it can create a beautiful calibration effect where you guys can really feel aligned in the conversation and where you can have a productive effect for all parties. So right off the bat, I want to focus on the biggest reason why most of you are probably going to want to watch this video, which is anxiety. And I know a lot of people are like struggling to closing properly, or they feel like they lack the confidence to do it. Or maybe you want to cold approach a girl in public, or maybe you want to ask like those more difficult discovery questions. You want to get more commitment from your sales prospects. Well, then you're really going to have to learn to manage your anxiety. And let's say all those situations that I just described are pretty similar. Let's say I wanted to cold approach a girl in public. And so when I first tried to do this, I couldn't do this because I never did this before. I was very shy. I was very introverted. So then it's like, um, it feels very uncomfortable to even think about doing that, especially when you're actually trying to go out there and trying to do it. And you're walking past these people and you're scanning for girls, and then you're trying to approach, but it's like um, you know they're just walking past, and like you're trying to say something, you're trying to go there and say hi, and like kind of go in front of them or walk near them, and then it's like it feels weird because you're not used to it, and then when you try to do it, it's like something in your mind is holding you back. And what you can do here, and this is for the same as any other situation, either in discovery or for closing, what you can do here is, I think you need two things. Firstly, I think you need like a military type of action level, commitment level for yourself that you're going to do this. And really, you just need to push yourself. You need to be hard on yourself, and you need to go and do it. And the second thing is take the meditative approach. And these are different approaches you can take, but really they kind of go both hand in hand. The meditative approach is that you feel into your body. You feel into your body and you feel like, well, what's really holding me back here? Why can't I do this? And you try to really feel your emotions or what's going on inside you in the moment. And you try to get a productive atmosphere in yourself, in your consciousness, in your emotions, in the way in your state at that moment. And that's critical in interpersonal relationships in sales and business. So how you do this, it's really hard to describe because it's not like a computer mechanism, but I can put it into words. Like you focus your attention on your body, on what's going on inside. I think here is often for most people where it's like where that you can feel it, but it's more than that. And you kind of just have to be very intuitive, tune into your feelings. And that can be very difficult, especially if you're not used to doing this. So either you're not used to feeling what's going on in interpersonal situations, or you're just very new to meditation, then it can be very difficult to get a grasp on this. But The thing is, you just need to try it, and then as you try it, you'll get more an intuitive sense of what's happening over time, and you'll get be able to control it better as well. So if you want to approach the girl, if you want to close the prospects, if you want to ask that difficult question, you need the military discipline first of all to do it. So in that situation where I was trying to approach a girl, you just go and do it. You force yourself to do it. You go walk next to her. You even stop in front of her if you want to be really strict and you want to really learn something. And you stop her and you say something and you just focus on doing the action, right? You stop thinking about what if this and what if this, and you just focus. You put your feet one step in front of the other and you focus on literally just making the sounds, because that's all it is. And I know there's more emotional, psychological components to it at the end of the day. But if we look at things like scientifically from a material perspective, that's all that's going on. It's you moving your body, it's you making a sound, and it's just going up and doing it, right? Of course, the psychological component is a big factor, but at the end of the day, a lot of the psychological things is just things that we make up, things that we have inside of our mind. And you don't have to limit yourself to those thoughts. You can just make a choice, make a conscious choice to act, right? If I wanted to lift my hand right now, I could, right? If you were running in public and you wanted to lift your hand in public, you could. Now, there might be some more psychological implications there, but at the end of the day, you still have the control to move your arm. You're still making that decision. So it's the same thing in sales, and it's the same thing in approaching a girl, it's the same thing in business relationships. Well, not the same thing, but it's a similar interpersonal situation and psychological situations. So just go and do it, first of all. And as you go and do it, it's also going, then after you do it, now it's going to be important to feel what's going on in your body. Try to manage it, try to manage your psychology properly, try to calibrate with the person, try to create something where you are both aligned. And this is where meditation starts to become very important, because this is all about like awareness. First, it's about the doing, then it's about awareness of the situation, so you can create something great, right? Because if you just move your arm and do things materially, then you're not creating like a very psychologically and human conversation, and you probably won't be very productive. But it's a good way to just get over the first step.